Good evening, people and Dota lovers. Welcome to another game of Dota 2. We see here on, well, actually, we don't see anything just yet. Wow. We have a game of Dota 2. This is for the 4PL Cup. This is a round 3 match, if I'm correct. There are 7 rounds in total of 128 teams that are competing today. We have a match between KP and SuperLaget. And I am not doing this cast alone today. I am joined by Doc. Welcome to the broadcast.
Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm definitely happy to be here. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to cast with you, Sheever. So I think this is the 3rd or 4th round now, and this is KP versus SuperLaget, as I recall, right?
Yeah, SuperLaget. There's no R in the other one because
that someone misspelled that.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly,
that's the admin's fault.
Exactly. So it is indeed a round 3 match, and there are indeed in total 7 matches. And just like 2 weeks ago when there was a 4PL number 10, and this is number 11, we might not have the finals today. It will all depend on how fast these matches are. Every game is best out of 1. If you lose, you're out. And finals is best out of 3. So that might be postponed to a later date. But yeah, what do you know about these teams so far?
Quite honestly, none, because I haven't really been casting any of these live tournaments. And these ones, yeah, like, some teams that come by, like, into, like, every single minor tournament there is, such as, the Tough Bananas. I seen them yesterday when I was casting with, Fnatic Raid Call Cup. So, I saw them today. I was like, oh, they're here as well. And then I was really happy to cast one of their games as well. But enough about them. Let's see what these guys have got for us. What do you know about them, actually?
Well, for SuperLaget, I have no idea. I just know that they have defeated Troll for Roll in the previous round. But for KP, they are a pretty strong team. We just saw them getting the 3rd place for the Lost World tournament. They were able to beat M5 in a best out of 3 within 2-0 of them. And they were able to take one of the games yesterday against Empire, the team that's considered the most strong team in Europe right now. They were able to take one game. Of course, they still lost, because otherwise it would be in the finals rather than in the 3rd place decider. But they have shown their strength. And let's just go over the draft real quick, because we have some banouts in the form of a Rubik, a Darkseer, a Nature's Prophet, Anti-Mage, Naga Siren, and a Templar Assassin. And the picks are going off very fast. KP managed to pick up a Lycanthrope. They have the first pick, so they were able to do that. And accompany that with the Morphling, so you can only shut one of them down. Evoker gets picked up, Lurshrak, and Enigma on the dire side.
Well, looking at the bans from KP, it seems as if they really don't want any opposition to their Morphling pick. They picked the Lycanthrope on their own. They banned both Anti-Mage and Naga Siren. So if you look at the options left for SuperLaget, they really don't have that many options left to kind of go against that Morphling. And now they have to consider to go against the Lycanthrope as well. So they might be going for a more mid-game lineup, or they might have to pick up the only carry left, such as the Void in this case. I think that's the only option they have left if they want to go for AFK carry. What else is there, do you think?
Well, you made a good point there, because AFK carry, but I don't think that's really what they can do. I think in this kind of lineup, what they maybe can do is split push. Broodmother gets picked up because of that.
Called it.
Yeah, and I have to say though, it's the same thing as with the Morphling and with the Lycanthrope, a bit different, but if you want to shut her down, you have to use a lot. Be that a lot of heroes, consumables in the form of dust, or maybe some sentry wards. It takes effort to bring them down. Same goes for the Morphling and the Lycanthrope, of course, but you have to have someone on the lane versus the Broodmother, and that is going to be their strategy. I do think that KP know how to deal with it. They faced, I think, a Broodmother yesterday that they were able to shut down. But yeah, let's see, because there's already 2 counters of the Broodmother banned out. I mean, SuperLaget made sure that they ban out and the Sand King and the Tide, 2 counters that we see very often against the Broodmother. The Lone Druid and the Chaos Knight banned out by KP. Those could be still heroes that are a counter against the Morphling. And as you said, AFK carry could be going for those as well. So those are banned out, with the Chen picked up now by KP.
And Chen is definitely going to be helping out in doing some split pushing, or at least team pushing with the Lycanthrope, if they want to get some sort of pushing going on during the early game. Currently, they don't really have any counters to Broodmother, though, having both Sand King and Tidehunter being banned, so they might need to find another hero to kind of do something to stop the Broodmother, because they gotta deal with that. They can try to shut down the Broodmother, but they don't really have that good of a lineup to shut it down either. I mean, the Morphling can try to wave, but it's going to cost him greatly to go against the Broodmother in this case. Invoker doesn't really have that good of AoE spells to go against the Broodmother, just kind of spam it to as much as the Broodmother does. So I'm not really seeing how they're going to be able to counter the Broodmother in this case. And I gotta say, SuperLaget definitely banned out some really good heroes, and that goes the same for KP as well. You said that the Lone Druid and CK were really good AFK farm carries, and they're still missing there. So I'm gonna call my shots on the Void that they're gonna pick, or they might go for a mid game lineup instead.
Yeah, that could be very, very possible, because I'm not sure if you're going to be able to do anything against a Morphling and a Lycanthrope, who might be getting that farm there in the jungle. Because if we look at the lanes, I mean, it will be Enigma in the jungle, Leshrac will be bound up, maybe Leshrac will be mid, or farming together with the Witch Doctor, because Enigma in the jungle, Broodmother solo, Leshrac possibly then solo mid, and then something with the Witch Doctor, which could be well with that. You might want to have something like a actually, Witch Doctor and Faceless Void is a good combination already, but oh wow, I was not expecting that one. I would not have called that one if I was to call a hero. Definitely not. Hello, Tiny.
That's gonna be a lot of ganking potential coming from the SuperLaget. So they're not gonna go for a late game, but they can, if the Tiny does do really well during the mid game, he can be used as a carry, but they do have to deal with both the Lycanthrope and the Morphling in this case, so we're gonna see how SuperLaget does this game. But they do have the Broodmother, which, as I said, not really too many counters to go against him currently from KP. So I'm not really seeing how they're gonna counter Broodmother, which would result in Broodmother doing fairly well in the early game, and then put a lot of pressure on, and then they should be able to get some easy towers thanks to Leshrac, Enigma, and Tiny just ganking and pushing down towers in other lanes as well. So I think they should be fine in this game.
Yeah, well, they're definitely having some opponents that they can with their appetite with the Morphling and a Lycan. And let's go over who is playing what for now. I'll start with KP on the Radiant side. It will be Crystal Main played by Asuna. You see Chinese letter, but that is actually Asuna on the Crystal Maiden. We see Morphling being played by the mystery guy who we saw earlier playing the Invoker. As you see now, the roles have been changed. We saw him playing Morphling yesterday in the game as well, and he does play that pretty solidly. Pylai Dai is going to be on the Chen. And Koikfa, the one that we saw carrying KP to victory in the previous couple of games, is going to be playing the Invoker this game. And on the top lane it will be Dota Zero, otherwise known as Pass from former Ubelst, will be on the Lycanthrope, who will be picking up a solo lane, because of course they have Chen to go into the jungle, but Lycanthrope will be fine with that solo lane, with the Wolf securing his last hits anyway.
Yeah, and on the Scourge side we have, or Dire side, excuse me, still used to Dota 2 right at the moment. Old Lich is going to be playing the Enigma. Elmo is going to be playing the Lesh. He's going to be going mid in this case. That's always good to see. I've seen so many of that in pub games, and doing really well, quite honestly. Easy levels and easy kills if he can get it down. Easy tower as well. Witch Doctor is going to be played by Sajbun, I guess, and Requos is going to be playing the Tiny, and Grind is going to be playing the Broodmother, and he's going to be soloing bottom.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is indeed the case. And I just noticed that. Could you talk for a second? See if something happens.
Huh? What's going on?
I don't. I'm not transmitting your sound to thingy at the moment, which I have to still sort. Let me just fix that. I can fix that. Oh, should be fixed. Awkward. And I still have to pick up in my overlay saying that you are indeed the co-caster. Let's see where that is. There we go. Yeah, we do have a pause at the moment, so we will have a short delay here as we wait for the teams to be ready. And there we go. In the meantime, Doc, where can people find you?
Well, they can find me at Dota Commentaries. That's usually where I post my commentaries. But if you really want a direct line, you can come visit me at my YouTube page at youtube.com/DocsDota.
Okay, be sure to do that and subscribe to his YouTube, and subscribe to mine too. I read it. There we go. And yeah, we are gonna see. It looks to be like a semi-aggressive tri lane with an Enigma in the jungle close by to help out, and a Witch Doctor and a Tiny to complement that. It still will be an okay lane for Pasto on his Lycanthrope. He will be able to get those last hits. Experience might be a different case, but we'll see how he's gonna be dealing with that. And I think the reason that we're going to see Koiva on the Invoker this time and not on the Morphling is because they opted to go with an Expert Invoker. So we might be seeing some nice Sunstrikes going off, even though we don't really have... Well, we have the Frostbite and the Slow, of course. We could be seeing something like that with Sunstrikes. But they don't really have that solid Frostbite lineup that you normally see with those follow-up Suns and this guaranteed Sunstrike hit. But we'll see how they're going to deal with that.
Yeah, because of the fact that they got a CM. Oh, CM going highly aggressive, just going to get some harass off at mid instead. She knows she can't really gank bottom because Broodmother is there, and that Broodmother is just going to have so much free, easy farm and harassment on the Morph in this case. CM moving towards top of that Heishun, going to try to play around with the enemy at the same time. Lycanthrope was supposed to be using the Wolves to pull, and he did manage to get, yeah, he did pull the Wolves. Wait, where did he pull the Wolves? I thought he was pulling the Wolves over to to his tower, but that didn't happen. That's usually what heroes at the Suicide Lane does nowadays, just pull the creeps over so they can screw over with creep equilibrium. Did I miss that?
No, I think they got killed off. They had the cool.
Yeah, they got pulled instead, right?
And then yeah,
oh, okay, I know what he did now. Sorry. Yeah, so he pulled them instead of to his tower. He pulled them just to the creeps, like the creep camp, and that's basically giving them a free pull, and that's going to screw up their equilibrium. And now Lycanthrope is going to be able to get some easy EXP, if you would say.
Yep, you are correct indeed. And we saw Crystal Maiden on her way back harassing Almo again, who seems to be a bit hesitant to still go in and take some last hits. He still hasn't had one, with Invoker already being up to 9-4. And Crystal Maiden now rotating back to the bottom lane. She picked up the sentry wards that the Chen had in his inventory earlier, so they might be looking to go a bit aggressive here. Or if not that, then at least they'll be able to force him back, making sure that the Morphling can free farm, which is of course his goal in this game. And I do think this is actually pretty nice because, like I said earlier, I mean, you want to have someone on the lane constantly versus the Broodmother, and Morphling can do that later on.
Yeah, it's a matter of how fast Broodmother can get his Soul Ring in this case, and he's not close at the moment. He's still got 300 more gold to go, and he's going to try to work really hard on it, but because Sentry Ward is laid down, that's going to keep him back, and that's going to delay his Soul Ring. They're going to try to delay him as much as possible, and that's going to be good, because by the time he gets Soul Ring, he's going to be just start spamming those Soul Rings either on the Morphling to force him to use his bottle charges or whatnot, or start spamming it to make spiders. In this case, he did to use that to just desperately try to get some creeps off. But you can see how much that can get out of control once the Soul Ring comes down.
Yeah, definitely. That harassment is going to be very painful for the Morphling, who actually already picked up Tranquil Boost just to be able to withstand that. And at the same time, we have a gank set up. They have it smoked up. Crystal Maiden and Chen going to go for this Broodmother, and there is a Frostbite Center Ward being placed on strike as well, and that is a kill. First blood goes to Koiva on the Invoker, so the Sunstrike gets the first blood, and that is not only good for the first blood going towards the Radiance, but instead of splitting the experience between 3 heroes, Invoker actually gets experience from it because he has the last hit.
Wait, what? But that means they split 4 ways then, right? Because
yes,
everyone gets, yeah. So, and I think that it's technically more efficient in the current Dota version. So I think that's very good.
Yeah.
Invoker right now is level 4, still having some fairly nice CS. It's already at 20 CS with 10 denies. And he's got quite a bit, or he's got 1 level in quads at the moment. He doesn't really need it. The Shrek, instead of going for the Edict, he went for Lightning Storm, trying to deal some damage and get some creeps himself because he knows he can't outlast hit this Invoker. And I missed a kill on bottom. Broodmother dies
it's
once
the same combination once again. It is the trap, it is the Frostbite, or so no trap, it's the Frostbite, it's the Sunstrike, weak from over the top, and even a Shockwave from the Satire to help out. And that was another kill on the Broodmother. Okay, so Broodmother's not going to have a fun lane at the bottom lane. She will be sticking there, though. I mean, that's the power of the Broodmother. She will just... You can kill her off, but she'll continue coming every time again. Yeah,
and the moment that you leave her alone, she's going to start pushing down towers.
Exactly.
and it's just going to give you a bad day. And in a lot of times, Broodmother tries to pretty much pick off heroes, even in the lane. And right now, CM is doing a really nice job of staying out of the lane and just coming in when she's ready to gank. Because if she stays in the lane, she's going to get harassed and get nuked down by the Broodmother. So she's smart about that. She's going to stay back and only go into the, well, she's going to grab her boots right now. But yeah, she's only going to be in lane for things like that. And so she's not going to get picked off really easily. Broodmother right now, because of her 2 deaths, does not have her soul ring just yet. So she is really poor. She can't afford to spam her spiders right now. Just going to use the spider to try to get some last hits. She desperately needs those. Now, looking at top, Lycanthrope actually got quite a bit of levels at this lane. He's already level 5. Hasn't really been ganked at all. He's got boots, so he's fairly quick. And he's gonna fight with the Witch Hunter. Witch Hunter gotta be careful. He's level 3 only, so Lycanthrope refuses some wolves. There finally gets the wolves. Now gonna do some really nice hero blocking. Gets tossed in a tiny. Oh, very low. Gotta be careful. Oh, but Lycanthrope did manage to get a kill off. Now Tiny trying to chase. He's out of mana though, and now regenerating up. Still cutting him around with the wolves still fighting him, and now Tiny's gonna be forced to back up. So that was a little bit of mismanagement by the Witch Hunter to try to fight it out there. But that was also because Lycanthrope did have boots, and that boost is definitely paying itself off right now. Now CM coming in is going to get that Sunstrike, and he goes down. No, so close. One more hit. There's the heal on Witch Hunter trying to keep him alive. Wolves trying to go on him. The first wolf is going to go down. Second wolf goes in there. No more heal. One more hit, 2 more hit. Okay, never mind. Now Tiny is going to be okay. He's going to have a salve as well, so he's cutting it close, man. He cut it very close.
That was very close, and I don't think they were expecting Crystal Main to be there. There'll be an Enigma that's moving towards bottom lane now as well, top lane rather, sorry. And not just an Enigma, but we also have the Invoker coming up there. Invoker who popped a haste room right now, so he's extra fast. Let's see if they want to go for this. They know that he's there, though. The ward was there. They were waiting for Enigma to make his move, but he was not going to do it. He actually backs off entirely, no longer having his Eidolons as well. As well, Invoker also backing out as well as Crystal Main, so they move back to the middle lane. A gank that was maybe happening, but then the counter gank would be there, but you know, not gonna happen. In the meantime, Lycanthrope, now level 6, he didn't die in that encounter, got a kill to boot, something which he should not have gotten, to be fair, with the Witch Doctor just out of position. Just underestimate the Lycan, but you know, the Lycan is banned out normally for a reason, because he is just a very strong hero, and you don't want to man fight him if you're a couple levels below him. Nice
and not to mention in that last team fight there, Invoker was not level 7, and he really wanted that level 7 to be able to get 3 spells off in a team fight instead of 2. And so I guess that's why he had a haste. He didn't see anyone in target, so he decided to go back. Now he's level 7, so there's a lot of valid targets going on. Leshrac is so afraid, staying back. He's trying to get the energy booster. And now CM coming in with Chance Creeps. There's a Sunstrike, doubles a slow and a stun from Chance Creep as well. That's a really easy pick off. So even though he was staying back, he still got Tower Dove and killed. And now they can transition this to a little bit of pressure at mid, and that can shake it off. Shake off some farm time for the Enigma. Enigma will be forced to come here. Is he coming? Yes, there we go. He is coming. Tiny is still staying top. He doesn't have a TP at the moment. Neither does Witch Hunter, so they're going to have to let this go. Enigma is the only one that's going to try to commit to this. It's not going to be enough. And in fact, he might be feeding himself if he's not careful. Going to try to use Eidolons to hold this back. Actually try to kill the CM. Not going to happen though. CM's going to be okay. And now they're going to continue going on this tower. This is going to be a really easy pick off for the Radiant team.
Yeah, Nadar couldn't really do anything. When you saw Enigma coming in, but he really didn't have a chance. I had to be very careful. I do think maybe even KP had a chance of picking him up, but they rather choose to go for the tower instead. And Crystal Main with the double damage rune now, extra powerful right clicks for her. She has boots, she's 600 gold, she has not died yet, has been in 3 out of the 4 kills, it's 4 for 0. I mean, the gold graph doesn't lie, it is almost 4k in favor of this Radiant team, and Broodmother, who only just got level 6, has got a soul ring, has been able to harass Morphling some, but is gonna be in a lot of trouble again. Look at the damage, and they don't even need a Sunstrike, they will be able to pick it up. Morphling picking up the kill, who is having a very good time on this bottom lane. I mean, last hits are not topping the charts, that is Invoker actually, on the middle lane. But this Morphling is 2 for 0 on kills and been in 3 kills in total. So it is looking grim for the dire side, and we're gonna see Leshrac being picked up on his middle lane. Invoker in a lot of trouble though with his Edict, with his Maledict being there. He's on the run. Is going to be putting that black hole. Enigma making sure he secures at least 1 kill for his team, which Witch Doctor coming in to steal the last hit.
Yeah, he probably should have laid that right off the bat instead of waiting trying to use Malefice at first. That was a bit of a mistake. Leshrac just dying solo to the Invoker. That's quite unfortunate. Leshrac just being an absolute non-factor. I said he was going to do well with this game, but now he's not even in this game right now. He's just a large creep getting farmed off by Invoker. And right now he should be taking out towers. He should be like, if he's not doing well in mid lane, he should be going top and try to pressure it off this lane, push Lycanthrope out of the lane so they can take out this tower, or even go bottom so they can help Broodmother win his lane as well, because Broodmother's having a really shitty lane, if you forget my language. And in Morphling, yes, he's just continuously harassing the Broodmother, and Broodmother can't do anything because of the wards. What they could do might be doing a lane switch and try to like put the web somewhere else, but they're sticking to their status quo, and it's just not working out for them.
No, they should be switching it up a bit more, and we have another pause as we see the graphs shortly. 4K leveling out, 2K in favor, and we have huge lag on the dire side apparently on the Tiny, who has been almost got that to that level, and actually I'm quite surprised to see that now that I clicked on it that he's gone for grow at his level 6, which normally you don't see until he's level 10. So he did pick that one off, but he's almost to that level where he is got maxed out toss, maxed out avalanche, and will be able to use his combo to at least one-shot the Crystal Maiden, maybe even the Chen. You know, one shot is just with the combination that he can throw out. If he throws it out correctly, then we will be able to see some action on that side. He has picked up the recipe for the drums, just need the Mantle of Intelligence, so he'll be extra fast as well to chase down his targets. Witch Doctor in the meantime, level 6, and did not spec his ultimate yet though, rather go for Paralyzing Cask and having that level 2 in Maledict, because they need that curse also. I mean, if you have a target that won't die instantly from the Toss Avalanche combination, you'll have the curse up on there, and he'll still die to the massive burst damage and then that you do during the time that the curse is on there. At the same time, they need, like you said, they need a gank on this Morphling on this bottom lane. Maybe not even kill him, but at least force him out of the lane, because right now he's having free farm on this bottom lane, and yeah, like I said, Broodmother can't do her thing. She needs to be able to do her thing. She needs to be able to push. Right now she's trying to farm. She's got 26 last hits, so that's not really farming. That is more still than the Leshrac was solo mid, but it is still not really something that you want to be seeing up on your Broodmother. Chen, in the meantime, picked up another set of sentry wards. That's going to be more painful for the Broodmother, who is still running in between sentry wards that were still there. So they're keeping nice control over that. Top lane is going to get some pressures. 3 heroes from the dire side are gathering up. Crystal Main scouts them out though with her illusions, but here comes the Invoker as well on her way. Let's see if they're going to be able to pick someone up. It doesn't look like it. They back off. There is of course a dire ward here near the ruin spawn, so they will be able to see that them coming.
Yeah, what's really good about right now is that because Leshrac has been so oppressed during the early stages of this game, that Leshrac is forced to stay in this lane. So right now it's a 3v3 on top, and it's a 2on1 at bottom, and Broodmother can't really do anything right now. So they're going to be able to pick up a free tower, and now they're going to swing mid and try to push the Leshrac out again. They managed to thwart the push, as Lycanthrope, very low HP here. He's got one more cast on him. That last hit, no, he backed up instead. He's going to toss the Witch Doctor instead. Okay, so that was good. I thought he was just backed up by mistake. So that was really nice. They managed to finally pick off the Lycanthrope. So something to go with this, and actually CM picking off the Broodmother with the help of Sunstrike coming from the Invoker as well. So Broodmother just absolutely getting destroyed this game, and now they're going to go for a second tower. I do want to mention one thing about Morphling's build right now. This is like the average build you would put on, say, a Luna, because she has like no regen whatsoever. Usually for Morphling you get a bottle or you get Lincoln Sphere, whatever. Doesn't matter. Witch Doctor goes down to the epic combo. Now they're gonna keep on diving. Leshrac is gonna use the wave, or not gonna use there's gonna be another wave coming up though. He still wants it. He's gonna wave, gets the kill. He is so close right now. He's out of mana. He's very low mana. That's the problem with this build. He has no regeneratives for mana. Well, just HP, pure HP, which is nice, as I mentioned before. Now he's trying to go. Oh man, getting so bad. Now here comes the whole position. He's gonna be okay. Okay, that was a really nice job. They picked off 2 heroes within the enemy space, and this is only 13 minutes in. this is how far the Morphling is. And before I pass the mic back to you, I just want to mention about this build. It's actually, I think this can be like something really interesting and new for against Broodmother. Like if you got something that harasses you so often as Morphling in a lane, you don't get Bottle, you don't get Ring of Health, you get Tranquil Boots, and then you get a drum, and that's where you get all your attack speed bonus and whatnot. So I think that's really interesting.
It is indeed.
It's the first time seeing it.
It is indeed. It's nice to see, as I think I pointed out earlier as well. We have a Lycan that's going to get harassed, they're going to get a toss, and the Witch Doctor still has his cast, but now has to back off. Here comes a Morphling, and there goes the Witch Doctor already down, Tiny on the run. There's still paralyzing cast, slowing down Crystal Main, so no Frostbite just yet, but the Wolf is too fast. There's the Frostbite, and there's the kill. Still the toss, but it's not enough, and Morphling picks up another kill, and that will be another tower going down. And that will be the last tier 1 tower on the side of the Dire side, with 3 heroes down to boot on this top lane, and TP's in instantly to make sure it stays and no towers down on the Radiant side, making sure this Broodmother doesn't get cocky, make sure she stays back. 900 gold up on her right now. She is really at 14 minutes in, underfarmed, not getting the freedom that she wants, but there is the power slightly of the Morphling. I mean, she does force out 2 TPs, making sure that they have to keep someone on the lane of the Broodmother. Of course, they have been doing that, and they have been pushing in, and they even had a big dive where they traded the Leshrac versus the Crystal Maiden, but it was still, it is still, they're countering this Broodmother pretty well.
Yeah, but you can see how when they left the Broodmother alone for that was only like a minute, okay, and the Broodmother almost devoured the bottom tower. But because she is so behind at the moment, she's not really too worried about. And now there comes another gank on top. The Shark being the target right now is gonna eat so many attacks, right clicks. Oh, Mech goes on, really nicely done, and he's gonna be okay. Where's the Sunstrike? There's not gonna be a Sunstrike coming in for the Invoker. Oh man, because those wolves are still following him. That's gonna force the Shark to keep on running, but no, the Shark's gonna stop running. It's gonna make his way back. Now CM coming in from the back. She is in Biz, gonna try to get through that. Get in that Chris Nova. No, Morphling actually killed the Broodmother once again, forcing the Broodmother to buy back out of rage or from tactical purposes. Whatnot, we don't know. The Witch Doctor goes out once again to the Frostbite plus the Sunstrike, and now they're going to work on this tower. Look at how many creeps there are to this, and we all thought that the Dire side had the pushing power, but no, the Radiant side has much more. They even have more ganking potential as well, thanks to the Morphling, and Morphling right now, holy smokes, he's got a Ethereal Blade already, so he's going to use that combo on Broodmother. One more wave coming up, but he's out of mana, but that Broodmother is going to be okay.
He doesn't have a gem.
That's going to force him to heal though. Go ahead.
He doesn't have a gem. If Morphling had a gem, he could have had that, to be fair. Oh, Enigma getting tossed in! Black Hole hits only on 2 though. Will it be enough? I'm not sure. Mechanism gets popped. Crystal Maiden even still alive, even though she got stunned by the Leshrac, and everybody of the Dire backing up. Enigma again tossed in. I'm not sure if that is the right call though. He goes down, Leshrac goes down to the Lycanthrope, the Witch Doctor goes down to the Invoker, who gets a double kill with that tier 3 tower drops, and it will be the melee barracks that will be the prize for the winning of this team fight. And not even a Crystal Maiden going down is a clear sign of that indeed it is the Radiant team that is so much stronger, and it will be KP that will be moving on to round number 4 of this 4PL Cup number 11 as they beat down SuperLaget, who were not able to withstand the pushing power of just everything. And I have to say, Morphling, normally you see him in the heavy carry role, and he was of course aiming for that if the game went on much longer, but he was just the counter to Broodmother in this game. He is 7 for 0, and I do think all of those kills are on the Broodmother, and he's gonna just right click AFK heroes because that is what real men do.
Fountain Farm at its best, ladies and gentlemen. Fountain Farm at its best.
Yep. Triple kill. Anyway, thank you for casting with me, Doc. It was enjoyable. Do you have any last
I think do we still have any more games to cast? I'm pretty sure there's. This is round 3, right? Yeah. So yeah, I'm not going anywhere just yet.
Did you have any shoutouts?
That'd be awesome. It's like 7 o'clock at your place right now, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's only 1 in the afternoon for me at the moment, so my day is still very, very young.
Okay, so I'm gonna assume no shoutouts. In which case, I can shout out to people that want to subscribe to my YouTube and youtube.com/SheeverGaming. And we're going to jump ourselves to more matches because, as Doc just said, there is just round 4 of 7 rounds to come, even though, as I said earlier, it will probably be the finals won't be played today. But stay tuned for more Dota 2 action. It will be coming up next, so don't go anywhere.